Hi guys, so for today's video I have recorded a tutorial using the absolutely beautiful Charlotte Tilbury Vintage Vamp palette. While this is an expensive palette, it is definitely one that is worth the money in my opinion. I've been using this moisturiser from the Pink Cow brand for about 2 months now, and oh my god, it has my skin just glowing. Like, it is unbelievable. I've been on the hunt for a good moisturiser for a while now, and this has just exceeded all of my expectations. As always, I'm going to use MAC Painterly Paint Pot to prime my eyes. As you can see, I've used my one quite a bit, but considering I've had it for probably over a year, I'm not doing too bad because I do use this absolutely every single day. To start to look off, I'm going in with Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee. This is not a must-do set, but it's just something I like to do. I like to have a little bit of a transition colour on my eyes so that when I put other colours on, it blends in easily together. First colour up is the Enhanced colour, and this is a really gorgeous kind of burgundy colour. I'm using a soft fluffy brush here and I'm going to place it into the crease. I always start on the outer corner of the eye because this is where you want the most concentrated amount of product to be. You don't want a whole heap of product right in the outer corner of your eye because it will make your eye look smaller. As this is a really strong colour, you want to start with a small amount of product and build up to your desired colour. You don't want to go in with a whole heap of product at once and then look like you've got two black eyes. If you haven't gone into the Charlotte Tilbury counter in Brown Thomas yet, I highly suggest that you do. These palettes are absolutely beautiful. There's a palette for, I think, 10 different looks in total. They are expensive at €50, so it's not a type of palette that you're just going to go and think, oh, I'll have like all of them. They're special treats or a really, really nice gift for somebody, but they are so beautiful. The eyeshadows are really, really easy to work with, as you can see in this video here. Next up, I'm going to take the prime colour on a flat shader brush. I have to say, out of all the colours in the palette, this is my least favourite. I find it a little bit gritty on the eye. However, it does look particularly beautiful when applied, so I can kind of get over the grittiness. Once I've all of the prime colour applied, I take a clean fluffy brush and I blend it into the Enhanced colour. I also will take a little bit more of the Enhanced colour onto the brush and just apply it again because the colour can fade a little bit after blending the prime colour in. Taking the Smoke colour on one of my absolute favourite eyeshadow brushes, the Blank Canvas E10, I am applying this colour just directly just above the crease and on the outer V. As you can see, it gives the eye a little bit more definition and it does smoke it out and give it a much stronger look. I'm then taking a clean brush. This is the Nima Debs brush, and I am just blending it again. As I wasn't particularly careful around the edges of the eyes, I'm just tidying it up with a makeup wipe. For my foundation, I am using MAC Prolong Wear. I used to wear this foundation for a long time, and I don't know why I stopped, but now that I'm back using it, I'm absolutely loving it. Because it contains no SPF, it's a fantastic foundation for getting your photograph taken, because SPF in a foundation is what causes you to look kind of ghosted out in photographs, as the SPF bounces the flash back and gives you that white look. So this is a perfect foundation for those of you that find that you're going to be photographed. For my concealer, I am using the MAC Prolong Wear concealer. I do find that this is good for dark circles, but I am yet to find my holy concealer that's really amazing for getting rid of the dark circles. What I like about this is, as the name suggests, it is long lasting, and again, as it has no SPF, it isn't going to give you the whited out look underneath the eye, because this has happened to me. I use a kabuki brush to bounce the concealer in, but I always finish off by patting gently with my ring finger under my eye. I set my concealer so that it will stay in place and won't crease, and here I am using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in diffused light. To set my foundation, I am using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in dim light. I just love these foundations as I find that they give your skin the most beautiful glow from within look. Going back to the eyes, I am taking what is called the Pop colour, and I'm using my finger to apply this to anywhere I applied the prime colour. The Pop colour is basically a really finely milled glitter, and it just gives the eye a little bit of something extra, a bit of a shimmer. For my liner, I have finally branched out and tried something different. This is the Blank Canvas. I think it's called the Wing It Out liner, and I have to say, I really am enjoying it. It has got really good level of stiffness and it makes applying liner quite easy. However, the difference between this and the Physicians Formula is that I find the Physicians Formula gives out a good bit more product, and I find as a result I'm not dragging on the eye as much, but this does a pretty good job. It's also a lot easier to get than the Physicians Formula liner, and it is quite a lot cheaper too. I'm not going to do anything special with my brows today. I'm literally just going to use the Eyeshadow brow crayon. I'm going to trace out the brows and fill them in to give them a little bit more definition. Because I have embroidery, I don't have to do an awful lot with my brows, but I like them to look a little bit stronger at night time, so I use something like the Eyeshadow brow crayon to give them that little bit more darkness. Using a black liner to line your waterline will help your eye colour pop that little bit more, and it will also give an even more full-on nighttime look. Using the enhanced colour on a pencil brush, I'm going to take this colour and I'm going to run it underneath my eye. You see, when you're using such a dark colour, you really want to balance the eye out. It will also give a much more smoky look. You do, however, want to blend this colour out once it's applied under the eye, and I take a clean fluffy brush and I just blend it and give it a much softer look. It would also help it last a little bit longer. Taking the smoke colour on a smudgy brush, I'm going to place this underneath the eye again. As this is a little bit darker, I'm going just to the outside edges, and taking the same fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend it out again to give it that softer edge. I've heard so much about MAC Shroom as a highlight colour, and I have to be honest, I'm really not that impressed. I don't think it did that much of highlighting underneath my brow bone or in the inner corner of my eye, so I wouldn't be recommending that you rush out and get it. I think there's way better colours out there for highlighting, like the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. I find is way better for highlighting the eyes. I really wanted a full-on contoured look here, so I'm using the Inglot sculpting powder on a Nemo Wendy brush, and I am gently sculpting underneath the cheekbones. You want to go in with a little bit of product here and gently build up, because if you go in with too much product, it's going to look like you've been slapped in the face and you're going to have to pull back and try and blend it out again. Okay, so we really need to talk about the Mary Luminizer highlighter here. This is quite possibly the most beautiful highlighter that I have ever used in my life. Since I got this a couple of weeks ago, I have not used a single other highlighter, and I own quite an awful lot of them. The camera isn't even picking up the absolute pure beauty of this highlighter. It is amazing, and it is definitely one that you need in your makeup bag. I'm going to go back in and contour out my big Massivo forehead again. As I've said before, I have such a big forehead, I go the whole way over, but if you don't, you just need to contour in a little bit either side. I foolishly decided not to apply false lashes here, but I instead went in with some mascara. I am using the Lorac Cobra mascara. You can't get this in Ireland, but you can get it on Amazon.com. I'll put a link down below. I love this mascara. It is so good. I had a bit of a disaster when it came to my lip liner. I grabbed a Stila lip liner that matched the colour lipstick that I was going to use, and it was just absolutely crap. Like, I mean, it just did not line my lips. As you can see here, the bits falling off, and when I photographed it, I was disgusted with how bad it looked. So yeah, really rubbish. For my lipstick colour, I am using MAC Rebel. This is the ultimate autumn and winter colour. Oh my god, so gorgeous, and really long lasting too. And there you have it. That is my Charlotte Tilbury Vintage Vamp tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, I'd love if you could give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, I'd absolutely love if you could just click subscribe button. Okay guys, thanks very much. Bye.